Good afternoon. I am Rajesh Kumar, Head of Department, School of Fashion and Design. So we are in 11th graduation ceremony of BlueCrest College, University of Education, Winneba. So I'm congratulating all my graduates to get success in their life. I'm very happy and proud of them.
Greetings, I am Dr. Bala, Dean of Academics, BlueCrest College. I am very happy to be part of this 11th graduation ceremony. I have been with these batch students like past 4 semesters. It was a wonderful and awesome experience from my students. So these students are very much like technically good. At the same time, they are very notorious. It's very interesting. Most of the occasions, whenever we are asking them to do like laboratory oriented works, other works, there are very few students are very furious on participation. Others are like right to skipping and finding reasons to escape from that works what we are assigning. Even though as a senior person, it's my duty to mentor them properly, guide them properly. End of the day, they know the like pain what they had in the previous semesters in the form of like degree. My special congratulations to all the graduates, those who participated in the graduation ceremony, in the 11th graduation, because of myself and because of my management. My congratulations to everyone. Thank you so much.
My name is Sujith. I am the registrar for BlueCrest College. Matriculation as well as graduation are two heart-touching events, especially when it comes to registry. Through matriculation, we get new entrants to our family, and through graduation, we are holistically developing our students and graduating them and sending them out the market. So, as I said, it's a beautiful feeling which cannot be expressed, because today if you see 88 students graduated from BSc IT and BBHRM. They spent 4 years of their lifetime in BlueCrest College. We developed them holistically, we taught them technology, we groomed them for the industry out there, and we believe they are the good assets for this nation to grow better.
I am Eva, the Associate Dean for Academic Alliance, Industrial Relations and Research and Development. I'm so excited to talk to you about the 11th graduation. Our students, that is a pride moment in our students' life, because they are now what they came to achieve at BlueCrest, they have achieved, and they are going out successfully. And when you see their smile, it's worth $1 million. So that's exactly what I'm happy about, and I'm so happy about the 2 people who have got the best award, the students who got the best awards, because Tete has been our ambassador, international student ambassador for Togo, and he's a francophone and he spoke the English really well, and I'm so proud of him.
Good afternoon. I'm Dr. S.K. Roy, Rector of the BlueCrest College, and I'm very happy today because I'm a part of 11th graduation day ceremony of BlueCrest College. The students who have passed one journey from matriculation to the day they will be graduating today. There are 88 numbers who will be graduating today, and I'm quite hopeful that they're going to do very good and make a very good career ahead. So far as my experience is concerned, I've already told that when I was in industry, I was fascinated by annual general meeting of all the companies. When I shifted to academics 10 years back, I'm always fascinated by matriculation day and graduation day. Because matriculation day to graduation day is one journey, and after graduation is over, another journey starts. And that journey is how students have been trained during their college days to transform their aspirations to reality. That journey starts from today, and my advice has already been given to the students that as early as possible they should try to find out their source of income so that they can transform their aspirations to the reality in coming years ahead. I have already wished them, and I wish them again a very happy and grown-up career ahead. Thank you so much.
And in fact, life and living are a creative process. And we here today are the ones contributing to the creative process of the world. And the day that we have exhausted all our talents, minds, and knowledge about creating, that is the day that the world will end. Not the day that some pastors have predicted. When we have nothing to offer again, when we have no thing to do again in this world, then that is the end of the world. While you have gone to school, while you have gone to the university, is not only to come and earn a salary, to come and dress in suit and tie, to go to the salon and do the best hairdo you want. It is about what you can contribute to this creative process of the world. As students and graduates of a university college in a country that is struggling to transform itself from poverty to wealth, what can you contribute? And what can you use your degree and certificate you are going to? You have a lot of dreams inside you. Your dream should not be that of looking for the best job, but your dream is about what you can contribute to Ghana and the world. What you can contribute to your family. What you can contribute. What I'm saying is not about the funeral contribution you are going to make. It is not about the contribution you are going to make for that wedding, which some of you want to go and attend, and you are rushing today to go and attend this afternoon. It is not about that. It is about what you use your mind, your hands, your... And I charge you graduates today to be the person who everyone will come into contact with should remember you for something. Should remember you for giving that person something new in life. And that is your contribution. BlueCrest College has been churning out graduates every year. And we know that BlueCrest College graduates do very well wherever they find themselves. They are in all walks of life across the country. The students to learn. And the employers take the responsibility for training our graduates when they commence work. But the graduates take personal responsibility for developing their professional skills, and professional associations also take responsibility for increasing students' knowledge through the domain-specific knowledge that they have acquired. So, even as you have graduated, some employers are going to contribute to your rising horizon. Some professional associations are also going to contribute to make a contribution to your successful accomplishment in your various careers. What will you contribute to your employers? What will you contribute to your professional associations? Do you want to be that person that when he appears before the interview panel, he answers the first two questions and then they will ask, are you sure this person has got a degree? Are you sure this person has actually gone to school? The market women are expecting you to make a contribution. So they do not expect you to behave in the same way as my mother and aunties from the village will come to Makola to do. They will ask themselves, but are you sure this person too has gone to university? If you come to the market and you just eat around, throw your sachet water around, and they look at you, also, Oko University now. So, Oko University now, this I need also go to Oko University. You understand what I mean? The market woman is not interested in how much you are going to buy. The market woman is just assessing you by what you claim you are. And this is the demand that is going to be put on you today. From today, we are going to expect that. When you see professors, they call them professors, they have gone through a lot of things. And a professorship is conferred on you, not because you have become old. You understand? Unfortunately, some years ago, we used to see professors as very old men. But the professorship is not conferred on old people. It is conferred on people who have, over the years, made contributions to the development of the minds and the skills and the knowledge of other people, and are acclaimed to have done this so well. They are the ones that are conferred, that professorship is conferred on them because they have done nothing else to offer. That is the day your world will end. Learn from your mistakes. When you learn from your mistakes, that is when you become strong. That is when you become confident. That is when you can face even the strongest opposition because you are on your own. Make sure you engage in discussions, you dialogue with people, and you accommodate diverse views. Winning an argument is not about how aggressive you are. It's about how convincing you are. And you can only be convincing when you are a unique person. Be a visionary person. Always be willing and happy to help others. Be a positive influence on everyone you meet. And everyone you come into contact with, let that person feel that you have something to offer. You have made an impact on that person. Don't engage in shortcuts. Have you seen any Sakawa person, so to say, if you know them? This is why we hear today, that people, Sakawa people, they are making money. Fast money. Have you seen any of them climbing to the heights and being called one of the most successful entrepreneurs in Ghana? Have you known any Sakawa boy being called so? Because they are earning their incomes through short and quick fix solutions. Your journey from today is a long and a continuous one. It's a long goal, and it's a long target you are going to focus on. As I have said, it is not about your income. It is not about your position. It is about yourself. It is about your reputation. That in all this, your sole aim is to lift others, even if lifting them higher than you are. Always focus on your goals. Avoid distractions. And if you are unique, you are visionary, you can easily focus on your goals. This is why we say, oh, this guy is not focused. When they say, hey, he's following them, hey, he's always there. And you see some students everywhere, they are. Be focused. Empower others. Volunteer to associate and be associated with. Volunteer to empower people. Share knowledge. Build up your community. In fact, those of us who have been brought up in Accra, For so long, we seem not to be having communities, but even in Accra, all the people you live around with are part of your communities. But if you are lucky, like the interior part of the country, where if you drive to that village, you come back, your car will be in the workshop for 3 days. If you are lucky like me, then whenever you go to the village, let them see that something new has come. Let them learn from you. Let them see how innovative you are. Let them see how entrepreneurial you are. And let the young children in the village see you as an icon, see you as a model, that one day they will want to aspire to be like you. Graduates, I wish on behalf of the council to congratulate the parents and guardians who have looked after you for this number of years that you have been in school. I wish to congratulate BlueCrest College for taking such good care of you and for teaching you so well and for molding you to be the sort of person you are today. But remember, your certificates are not going to be hung at your back. When you pass, they will say, has got a certain kind of qualification. By your qualification will be assessed, but by what you do, what you say, and what you tell other people. You are welcome. And now, by the powers vested in me, I, Professor Emmanuel Jomsproni, on behalf of the chairman of the Governing Council of BlueCrest College, do hereby declare the 11th graduation ceremony of BlueCrest College for the purpose of awarding degrees and certificates duly constituted. Thank you.
Let's give him another. Okay, I want to introduce the second batch of the dignitaries. We have Mr. Department. We have Mr. Pansa, the quality assurance man. We have Madam Eunice Akova, and she is the coordinator of mass communication and journalism. We also have Mr. Jukutu, who is the head of journalism. And we also have Mr. Michel Tete, a lecturer in the fashion department. Okay, I want to introduce a dynamic leader. It's in the person of the rector of this school, who is a dynamic leader. I've noticed one thing about him, and that is he has answers for almost everything, and he's very intelligent. And when I grow, I want to be like him. So with the clap of him, we want to welcome Professor Prof.
Thank you, Alfred. Thanks for my introduction. Chairperson of this 11th graduation, Professor Sunil, Dr. Kapil Gupta, Chairman of BlueCrest College in absentia, representing Vice Chancellor, University of Education, Winneba, Professor Sally, and the keynote speaker, Dr. Abdullah. Dynamic Registrar, Mr. Sujith, our Knowledgeable Dean, Dr. Bala, Finance Chief, Mr. Amit, and I will not forget to take name of Eva Shaleen, who is Associate Dean and Coordinator of this event. My dear students, parents, all other colleagues, HODs,
and above all, my dear students. Many of you don't know me, maybe we are interacting first time. So let me tell you that I have worked with many industries for 20 years and then shifted to academics for last 10 years. When I was in industry, one event always fascinated me, that was annual general meeting. And let me tell you figure, I have attended 14 annual general meetings of 14 companies where I worked. When I shifted to academics, two events always fascinate me. One is matriculation and second is graduation. I am happy to be a part of 11th graduation of BlueCrest College and I welcome you all to this event. When we were planning with Eva this 11th graduation, the theme was decided, contribute to the world around you, batch 2016. It was decided 15 years back. Since then I was thinking to find the relevance between the theme and the students who will be graduated very soon. I could not get the answer. Maybe the keynote speaker will elaborate on it, but I have many questions and curiosity. Further, when I went to airport day before yesterday to see off my wife who is traveling to India, I was sitting on first floor, departure. Suddenly there was a billboard which drew my attention. The content was so fascinating that I decided on that day to make it a part of my speech today. To quote, I repeat, first floor, departure, you can see the billboard. To quote, we convert your aspiration into reality. We convert your aspiration into reality. I was surprised. Can your aspiration be converted to reality by third person? Can my aspiration be fulfilled by third person to reality? Is it so easy to convert aspiration to reality? Is the path so smooth that everybody can convert aspiration into reality? These are the questions. My dear students, the person sitting behind me gave me the answer. The conversation with the person who was sitting behind me gave me good moment as well as bad moment. Because I am a talkative person, I talked to him, I introduced myself that I am rector of BlueCrest College. He also introduced me that, look, Professor, I am spokesperson of one institution called UNAG, UNAG. Frankly speaking, my mobile did not have data, so I could not collect what the meaning of UNAG is. When I asked him politely, I thought he must be ambassador of some United Nations institution. Because I have worked in ground reality, I am trying to give you the ground reality picture, not a motivational word. Because this is, as a rector, probably my last interaction with you as a student. The gentleman said that, Professor, UNAG stands for Unemployed Graduate Association of Ghana. I was not surprised because this is a global phenomenon. Unemployment is a global phenomenon. But after that conversation started again, and he said, he gave me some figure, I have not checked this authenticity, but my conscience says that probably these informations are correct. He said that in 2014 this UNAG was registered. At that time we had membership of 5,000. I said fine. He said today our membership is 1,14,000 around. I said fine. He said annually Ghana is annually around 7 lakhs of the students are enrolling for primary education. I said fine. Then he said 68,000 graduates every year in Ghana, which includes public university as well as tertiary institutions like us. I was very happy that today 88 students of BlueCrest College. They will be graduating as a part of those 68,000. It was a happy moment for me. But the next 2-3 figures, that should be a shocking for me as well as shock news for you also. He said, 7 lakhs today as on date, 7 lakhs graduates are unemployed in Ghana. Small analysis. 68,000 are graduating every year, 7 lakhs are unemployed. That means there is a time lag of 10 years. My question is that after a couple of minutes, when you take oath and you become graduates, your journey starts. Everyone in this world, in this universe, be it me, be it anyone, they have aspirations. You also had, right, Professor Fuller said absolutely correct. A journey starts. How to convert those aspirations into reality, and that can only be done by you. But when it comes to the theme of the project, theme of the graduation day today, it is contributing to the world around you. My question is that how can you contribute to the world when you yourself are in a transition phase? You have to start your journey. Unemployment rate is high. Those of you who have already got employment, congratulations. But others, they have to start the journey. You have to have a source of revenue, source of income. Be it government sector employment, be it private sector employment, or entrepreneurship, or business class, whatever. Without any source of income, you cannot start your journey to convert aspiration into reality. Then how can you contribute to the society? This is the point where prioritization comes. Because I'm a blend of industry and academics, I will tell you that your priority should be, first of all, not to be a member of UNAG. You must get a source of income as early as possible and start your journey to convert your aspiration into reality. And here I am tagging, once you are employed, your contribution to the world, your country, your economy starts. Because whatever you earn by giving your service in employment of agriculture sector, manufacturing sector, or service sector, that goes to the GDP of the economy, that is your contribution. So my dear students, I will humbly advise you last time, because after you graduate, you become my friends. Get tag of employment, get source of income as early as possible, and start your journey of converting your aspiration into those who are present here, those who are absent also. Very happy and successful career ahead. Thank you so much. Thank you, Doctor. Let's put our hands together. And then the next person is Madam Eva, Associate Dean, and she has the longest title in the whole BlueCrest College: Academic Alliance, Industrial Relation, and Research and Development. And then my good self, a lecturer in the BB department, and my name is Alfred. Dr. Rajan is my HOD. Okay. At this point, we want to have the 2-minute address from one of the dignitaries that I introduced earlier on. So I told you from the beginning, all these people are very accomplished people or accomplished academicians. So we should pay close attention to whatever they say and pick a word or two of wisdom from whatever they are saying. So with the clap offering, we want to welcome Professor Mohammed Sani Abdullahi to give us the 2-minute address.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I'm going to start with a short story. And the story is this. A study was carried out, and the study involved the chief executives of blue chip companies. And one of the questions that was asked is, that people like Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, Chambers of Cisco and all that. One of the questions that they were asked is, what kind of workforce are you looking for? What kind of qualities or attributes are you looking for in the workforce that you are going to hire? And they came out with what they call the 7 C's. What do the 7 C's constitute? Critical thinking, creativity and problem solving, collaboration and teamwork, communication and information literacy, cross-cultural interaction skills, community service, and citizenship, global citizenship and leadership. Going through the week, you have been exposed to these 7 C's. And I also believe you've not just gone through the university, but the university has gone through you. Mr. Chairman, distinguished faculty, proud parents and family members, and most importantly, members of the graduating class of 2006. Thank you for inviting me to join in this wonderful celebration of all the achievements that have brought you to this day, and all that you will accomplish in the years ahead. I don't need to tell you that you are about to enter a world of great challenges, but it's also a world of great opportunities. And more than a little uncertainty, Africa, our continent, is at the threshold of economic transition. After a long, sluggish productivity growth and export diversification, the continent is fighting its way back from a devastating financial crisis that hit it in the 2007-2008. But we still have a long way to go. Why do I say so? For 60 years, we've been trying to transform this economy. Economies have moved from agrarian to industrial to knowledge-based and to creative economies. But still we're struggling to make a transition from agrarian economy to an industrial economy. What does it take to bring about economic transitions? You look at the Kondratiev cycles by a Russian professor. He talks about epochs of economic development. And there are 6 epochs. The first epoch was the agricultural revolution, and that came about as a result of mechanization. The second epoch was a transition from agriculture to the industrial revolution, and that came about as a result of the invention of the steam engine and the railways that led to the establishment of factories, industries. The third epoch came about as a result of the transition from industrial revolution to information and knowledge economy. And that came about as a result of the integrated circuits and transistors. And the next revolution, transition, is going to be the transition to renewable energy. Right? Now, underpinning each of these transitions is a kind of a technological advancement. And the people who were involved contributed significantly to the global space. And that is what we are witnessing today. So that is the basis of what we are going to discuss today. In what way can you contribute to the world around you? You should bear in mind that the competition is no longer local. You are not just competing with your colleagues in the class, but the competition has become global. So the market is a global market. And the job market continues to face its share of economic stress, especially for many of you who begin your careers with the heavy burden of having to pay student loans and what have you. I understand why you feel that way, but I'm here today to urge you on for you to look beyond those challenges, as daunting as they may seem today. The most important challenge we face in the years ahead is the challenge of what you will make of the rights and privileges that come with the degree you receive today. But given the quality of education you have received at BlueCrest, you will very likely do quite well if the university system has gone through you. Starting from your earliest days in the world of work, you will be faced with not only the choices that will shape your journalistic career, if you are a journalist, your technological career, choices you make each day about how you conduct yourself and carry out your responsibilities. What I've witnessed on the economic landscape over the 4 decades since I left college in 1980 has not been an entirely happy one. For instance, we hear of things like misappropriation of public funds, corruption, collapse of buildings, manipulation of grades. And behind each of these cases are professionals who have compromised their professional ethics. Accountants, engineers, doctors, teachers are better paid than ever, but many in these professions, not all, but many, too many, have drifted away from the core values that define what it means to be an accountant, an engineer, a technologist, a teacher, a doctor, a lawyer, a judge. It has become too much about individual interest and material gain, and not about public good and responsibility. As professionals, we need to reclaim those core values. You may have heard expressions like "pepeni." How many of you know the meaning of pepeni? It may sound derogatory after all, but we those who come from the northern part of this country, when our forebears used to come to work on the cocoa farms and the gold mines, they were described as pepeni because they were people of high integrity. It means pepeni, people of exactness. So when you give them something to keep, you come to meet it intact. But that's for the same today. So it has become, these days, what we see is more of individual interest, more of material gain as against public good and responsibility. As professionals, we need to reclaim these core values. Our education should not just be about the knowledge and skills, but should also be about the cherished values of good and responsible conduct. For us to serve the communities we find ourselves in better, the knowledge and skills we acquire should be underpinned by values. for it is values that shape the conduct and behavior of people. So it is up to you to do that, to make the choices that will make a difference. So I hope that many of you will embrace the ethics of public good and responsibility and will position yourself to contribute to the world around you, to pursue public good as against your individual interests. Whatever career you find yourselves in, and whatever is required of you, whether as a journalist, an information technologist, or whatever career, it is putting the people, or when you are responsible for, as a lawyer or a judge, to put people in jail who need to be there or defend their liberty with everything. You've got, or being a watchdog for consumers, protecting their interests, and just as importantly, the choice you make will shape what the profession you find yourself in will become. The point of degree you will see today is not to confer on you a source of economic advantage over your fellow citizens or entry into a life of wealth and power. You are joining a profession. If you are lucky, you will experience it as a calling, and at the core of whatever profession you find in the world around you, the responsibility to transform the organization you find yourself in, the responsibility to bring about change to the community you find yourself in. You should reach out to underserved communities, the zones and the inner cities, and bring your service to them, even if it means traveling the length and breadth of the country to carry that out. While you are waiting to be hired, join voluntary service organizations or follow the news and learn about the issues and challenges confronting people in deprived communities. And maybe that will be your call. Maybe that's where you are going to make your living. There is, or at least there should be, mobility in our work, taking on other people's problems as our own and moving heaven and earth to solve them. Being the voice of the voiceless as journalists, standing up for the rule of law and for justice in everything we do. To be a journalist, information technologist, or whatever profession that you find yourself in, is to take on those responsibilities. That certainly means devoting time to do pro bono work sometimes, or community service every year. But it also means having the integrity to say no when your profession is to be compromised. It means being candid, even as you zealously want to serve your community. It requires you to be astute. If you need inspiration to make such a commitment, you need to look no further than some examples I'll be giving you. The first is a young man by name Ode Amuaku Ata. If you came across the Business and Financial Times of Thursday, 23rd November, you'll see his story in there. Ode Amuaku Ata is an alumni of the arts degree in rural arts and industrial development. After his dream of becoming an architect did not materialize, Ode Amuaku Ata got the idea of establishing a shoe factory whilst interning at the Beggar Shoes in Kumasi, and nurtured that idea while on national service at the Roy Footwear, also in Kumasi. On completion of the national service at the Roy, he took the bull by the horn and embark on a long and lonely journey of entrepreneurship. Now, Ode is a shoemaker with class, producing footwear that stand out for its quality and creativity. Now, Ode has started employing people. He's creating jobs for other people. And that is the kind of contribution to the world around him. The second person I'm going to mention happened to be my professor. He's Professor Alfred, an alumnus of Dartmouth College, the State University of New York. He's the first Ghanaian to get a PhD in computer science, and also the first African to be inducted into the Internet Hall of Fame for his pioneering role in the development of the Internet in Africa. Professor Kwenu also received the Internet Society's prestigious Jonathan Postal Service Award for pioneering work to advance Internet in Africa. What has been his contribution? He was the first to set up Internet service provision in the west coast of Africa. He didn't just end there. He went ahead to help other countries in the sub-region bring internet into their countries. And you may have heard the awards he has received. The third person I'm going to talk about is Dr. Patrick Irwa. And this was somebody who was a program manager at Microsoft. He made so much money on Wall Street. And instead of staying in his comfort zone there in the US, he decided to come and invest in education to transform the educational landscape and also to contribute in developing the future leaders of Africa. You also see your own alma mater, what they have done in terms of contribution to the development of the educational landscape of Ghana and beyond. You can draw inspirations from the people like Bill Gates, Steve Jobs. All these are people who have contributed in diverse ways to the development of the humankind and to the quality of life of the humankind. Because this is a graduation keynote address, I'm of course obliged to offer you advice. So bear with me as I do so. The first piece of advice is this. Do not think of your professional life as a ladder to be climbed. Whatever you aspire to, don't try to plot out a direct line from here to your predetermined goal. That approach is almost guaranteed not to get you where you hope to go. If you are always asking yourself, what is the next rung on the ladder and how do I get up to that rung, you are going to miss out on the experiences that could actually make the biggest difference in helping you get where you want to go. In other words, do not be in a hurry. Have patience. Even more importantly, you will miss out on experience that could reshape or even revolutionize your thinking about what really matters to you. Commit yourself to what you believe to be important. Take risk to do so. Success will follow you from these commitments. Success will follow from these commitments. Success may look different than you had initially imagined, but it will be success on your terms. Which brings me to my second piece of advice. Why it is surely right to focus on the promise the future holds for you, and it is full of promise. Believe you me, a day like today should not pass without a reminder that life is not always going to be rosy and smooth sailing. So as you work towards contributing to the world around you, it's not going to be rosy, it's not going to be easy. You're going to be confronted with challenges. You must have the patience and the perseverance to endure those challenges and the setbacks. Adversity will come your way, and the more you put yourself on the line, the more adversity you may face. There will be times when things just don't work out for you. You won't always live up to the expectations you have for yourself and those others have for you. It happens to all of us. And when it happens, it can be tough, believe you me. But what ultimately matters in life is how you respond when adversity hits. That's when you show what you are made of. And what you are made of is going to be the product of the choices you have made along the way. If you have acted with integrity throughout your life, you will know how to act with integrity when times get tough. If you have shown courage, you will know how to summon up courage. If you have shown decency and respect to your colleagues, and more importantly to your adversaries, you will continue to do so, and you may find surprising sources of support when you do. And if you have put yourself on the line publicly for something you believe in, you will know that a few hard knocks are no reason to stop doing the work that makes a difference. So for this reason too, remember that what you do every day as a professional matters. Each day's choices shape what you will become and replenish the reserve you will have to draw on when you need them. One of the most important lessons in such times, and this is something I hope you know already, is that in your most difficult moments, you will be sustained by the people who love you, your family and friends. And that will surely include the friends you have made in the university. In other words, your network. That has certainly been true for me and it will be true for you. So take a moment now, before you leave this place, to look around and reflect on how fortunate you are to have the friends you have made here at BlueCrest. They are the ones who will be there for you 10, 20, 30 years from now. Of course, your family and friends are also going to be there to share in your triumphs and in the many good things you accomplish quietly and without fanfare. And in the many triumphs and many accomplishments, just make them the right kinds of triumphs, the right kinds of accomplishments. In other words, BlueCrest University College class of 2016, choose well, make a difference. I thank you deeply for allowing me to share this moment with you, and I wish you the very best of luck.
Thank you. Put your hands together for him and me. He said we should not be in a hurry. Okay. At this point, we would want to invite the representative of the VC of University of Education, Winneba. She is in the person of Professor Sally.
Dear guests, parents, guardians, our graduates, ladies and gentlemen. When I was sitting there and Prof, the keynote speaker was delivering his speech, I said, graduation is full of speeches, and sometimes you find people getting bored with it. It's like also having a wedding and then you are eager to go and celebrate, have the refreshment, and people will be talking and preachers and all that. I will just, you should bear with us. I think mine was almost going to be the last one. And it was interesting the way the keynote speaker used some words. I was just telling him that some of the words he has used have the beer. And this piece of advice I'm going to give to our graduates, I've been giving to 2 other graduating students. 2 weeks ago, I was at Regent University, and I gave a similar thing because when I got the message that I should come here and represent the Vice Chancellor, just 3 days ago, or 2, and then I have to talk on the theme. I said, what am I going to tell them? 2 days I have to prepare a speech and comment. But then this speech is very appropriate for the theme you have. So I represent the Vice Chancellor, and I consider it an honor to be invited to this 11th graduation. I've been to BlueCrest before, but not your graduation. Let me first congratulate all graduates and award winners for your hard work that has been recognized and being rewarded today. We should all be grateful to God for seeing you through your degrees and diplomas and your transition to work. As I said, let me say I was excited when I got the theme for today's graduation, which is contribute to the world of work. World around you, class of 2016. Why was I excited? Because currently, Ghana is at a watershed point in its economic development. And the current administration has made some very ambitious promises that it tends to keep to ensure that Ghana becomes a modern society, as the keynote speaker was telling us. A society of opportunities for all persons regardless of their backgrounds. And the plan is to move Ghana forward from a material-focused economy to an industrial one and to an information one, which your university is recognized so much for. And that is very possible, but it goes without saying that to be able to achieve this, we need the human capital. We need the human resources to sustain the One District, One Factory program being rolled out, and many other ones that you all know. It is said that brains don't develop a nation, or brains rather develop a nation, not natural resources. Which I perfectly agree, because we have examples of many countries that when they got their human capital developed, the country is, we started with some of them, and where are they now? Far ahead of us. To look at their GDP. And I know that after attaining your degree from this college, BlueCrest, or this university, you should see yourselves as ready contributors to society. Because the programs you are running here are what is expected of us in this to highlight in my speech is short anyway. It's innovation and integrity. And I think I heard the keynote speaker highlighting or hammering on integrity and innovation. The word innovation means to make changes in something established, especially by introducing new methods, new ideas, new products, and new ways of doing it. We heard about the guy from Tech, the example he cited, who is now got a shoe factory and is employing people. He has changed the world around him. The fascinating thing about innovation is the ability to think, and not to think only, but to think critically. The innovator has an open mind, looks at his environment, and thinks of how things can be changed and be made better. The innovator thinks critical questions reflectively and does not necessarily accept the status quo. And this is something we also tell teachers and tell lecturers, because I teach this course, the reflective practitioner. You don't have to do it as they used to do it, or it's always been that. You need to change it. Look at best practices and use that. Africa needs many innovators because when we look around us every day, we see problems and challenges. We need innovators to think of and suggest and introduce new ways and new ideas and new products that will help us solve these problems and move us towards creating a modern society for our people. Our world is changing very fast. We all know and we are aware. And the change for us is to keep up with the change, or if possible, try and stay ahead and ahead of the changes as they happen. And this requires a new set of skills to meet the challenge. It requires creativity and innovation. It requires critical thinking and solution-oriented. We are always hammering this, and it's to the youth and people graduating now. And even to our JHS students who are graduating to SS, we tell them, as graduates from an IT college like yours, I believe your impact is going to be felt more in society. If you position yourself to add to what already exists, when we hear of success stories of people, as the keynote speaker was telling us, Bill Gates who founded Microsoft, Steve Jobs of blessed memory who founded Apple, Mark Zuckerberg who founded Facebook, that all of us are on Facebook now. Mark was a student like us when he developed Facebook. We are all thrilled. But all of these people have one thing in common. They were innovators. They looked at the way things were being done in their world and came up with ideas to change the way things were being done. The way things were being done, and actually changed it. And now we are all in that economic development. We therefore need teaching methods that will shape the next generation of innovators in our own right, in their own rights. In this vein, I'm also appealing to our lecturers and parents that we need to accommodate students who come up with new ideas and methods. And students should be encouraged to think critically. Locally, we have a few innovators who are doing interesting things. However, the number of them in Ghana, we need to increase it significantly if we want to move this country forward. Every one of us seated here is a potential innovator or creator. We know some few months ago, the president also launched this National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Plan to encourage our young Ghanaians to think critically to help solve the problems the country is facing. It is my fervent hope that the graduating class of 2016 will join the young innovators and make input into this plan, or even access the plan and do something. In fact, 2 days ago or yesterday, I was at, the whole week I've been at a workshop in Tom Rick in East Legon. There were young people that were brought there. They call them young diplomats. Had a one-day orientation for them to tap into this innovation plan and move forward. And I charge you, 2016 graduating students, that do the same. Listen to what is going on around. When you hear some of these things, visit there, and then get the opportunity to seize the opportunity to also add to what you have. And as I said, we are all creators. We know of the parable of those 3 servants that were given talents. 2, 5, and 1. The 2 people invested their talents, and therefore at the end more was given to them. In the same way, you also have your degrees now. I will encourage you that think critically, seek God's guidance, and by that, the degree that you have acquired now, more will be added to it, and you will find yourself being an innovator and your name being mentioned as we are mentioning others here now. So be innovative and creative. And I want you also to know that it is more blessed to give to society than to receive. If you don't know that, I think it was Prof who was saying it. And then the keynote speaker, we are always thinking of ourselves, but not giving to society or giving to others. It is when you share. And that is why we have the social media, we are sharing ideas. When you share, you get more. Share with the vulnerable in society. Give to society your time, your love, your joy. Even smile. Some people just want a smile, and then your expertise that you have acquired. Why I encourage you to also be innovative, as I said, I will be I will not be right if I don't encourage you to also be to do things with integrity. And integrity is should be at the very heart of everything you do, both at work and at home. You must strive to be good citizens without cutting corners. And when I heard the keynote speaker saying it, I said, you have some message today that if anything at all you can't remember for your graduation, remember these two things: integrity, creativity, innovation. You should go about your duties and work for others to attribute integrity to you. You must be honest and have strong moral principles. Integrity means not cheating in whatever you do. And I think when you use pepperoni, somebody didn't know the meaning, but your things are pepper. A good name is better than riches. We hear it all the time. Let truth be your byword. And parents, I will say that integrity means being honest about the way we also conduct ourselves in our business, in our life. Our children learn from us, and so must we set a good example for them. We cannot have children with integrity if we, the parents, do not exhibit such values. To us all, integrity means not cutting corners in an unauthorized way. So keep yourself intact with integrity. Great men and women have fallen simply because they lack integrity. In concluding, I wish to congratulate, once again, I wish to emphasize that we should be beacons of innovation and integrity. And the class of 2016, whether you obtain the first class and second class or pass, it is just the first step. Don't consider yourself, as the one with the one talent. Even with your pass, let God guide you and set goals for yourself. In 5 years, 10 years time, if I'm not correct, you will pass those who had the first class, and there are examples like that. So and I pray that you grow from strength to strength and excel in all that you do. May the good Lord richly bless you, and may He establish the work of your hands in anything that you do. Thank you.
That was wonderful. Okay, at this point, well, I'm not about to invite another person for a speech. We want to present awards to the best students in each of the classes. And we have 2 of such students. The first one for IT is the respected. Well, to do the presentation, I would kindly ask some of the dignitaries, Professor Suman, Professor Sani, Professor Roy, and then Sujith to jointly present the award to our brother. Let's give them a round of applause. The next student is Ishmael. let's put our graduating class to come and give us a short address. And the person is Boris Tete.
BlueCrest Council members, honorable guests, parents, guardians, my classmates. Thank you for being present here today. First of all, let me say that I'm really honored to be chosen to deliver the speech on behalf of the day. It's also a personal responsibility for me to make this speech a memorable and inspiring one. We are here today to celebrate the end of a long journey. Or let me put it in another way. We are here to celebrate the start of our first day as college graduates. We cannot just celebrate without talking about what the 4 years have been like, how these 4 years have reshaped our lives. Spending 8 semesters in BlueCrest was both constructive and interesting. I'm not saying it has always been as sweet as honey for all of us, but the point is we have been able to expand our vision, build parts of our personalities, using the joyful, friendly, love and education-centered environment which only exists in BlueCrest. In fact, how can we live here today without acknowledging the impact BlueCrest has made in our lives? Personally, I've been transformed in a better way, of course, by the various activities in which I took part in BlueCrest, such as sports events, excursions, and the most popular and enlightening International Student Week, where I played the exciting role of Togo Ambassador. I now have a family with so many of my brothers and sisters from different parts of Africa. I wish to thank all my BlueCrest country ambassadors for their love and support. All these events, no matter how entertaining they were, BlueCrest have made it very special. Special thanks to the rector, registrar, dean, lecturers, staff, and to our mother, sister, and friend, Madam Eva, who has always found a way of keeping it safe, lovely, and loving work they are doing at BlueCrest. Let me now talk to my classmates. Starting from the beginning, I can say we all came as individuals. We all registered as BlueCrest as different entities from different countries and different educational backgrounds. But after 8 semesters together, the relationship between each and every one of us got stronger. So we all became one family, one team, and it even amazes me, especially when I see the whole picture from my first day in BlueCrest to our last exam days. Here I understand BlueCrest International Students make slogan, which is we came as strangers, but we live as a family. In fact, our work, acts, and speech has gradually changed from being individual-centered to group-oriented. Just to say that at the end, all that matters is our success. Our success, which I believe will be a good reward for our efforts and sleepless nights. Our graduation today is a testimony that we have already started the first stage of our success story. We have been able to complete 4 years degree together. When we join together, we can achieve more. Now, looking at ourselves as individuals, looking at ourselves as a group, thinking about what we were and where we are now, I can see and I know we all have an idea about what is left for us to do. It might require courage, patience, and many more things. At times, it might be very difficult and complicated, and it might give us no option apart from to quit and stop fighting. But I challenge you to rise up and to never give up when going through hard and challenging times in your life. Remember Psalm 23 verse 4 and 6, which says, even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and staff will comfort me. Surely, goodness and love will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. May God bless this day, and may the Holy Spirit guide us and lead us to the direction He has planned for us to fulfill the purpose of our Creator. God bless BlueCrest College. God bless Africa. Thank you, Prof.
our school is truly international. There are schools that say they are international, but they are not. This guy is a Togo. So let's put our hands together for him. He did very well. Now for the conferment of the degrees, we want to invite the Dean Academic Affairs to present the graduates to the Council. Professor.
Good afternoon. With the permission of Chairman and dignitaries on the stage, will the graduating BSc Information Technology BBA Human Resource Management students of Faculty of Technology and Faculty of Business please raise and remain standing. Chairman, I have the honor to present to you BSc Information Technology and BBA Human Resource Management of Faculty of Technology and Faculty of Business who have successfully completed the degree requirements of the University of Education Winneba and have been found worthy in learning to be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science in Information Technology and Bachelor of Business Administration in Human Resource and Management respectively. Those present and those unavoidably absent whose names appear on the list and
I, Professor Sunil Suman, representing the Vice Chancellor of the University of Education, Winneba, Reverend Father Professor Alfred, I admit you all and severally to the degree of Bachelor of Science in Information Technology and BBA Human Resource of the University of Education, Winneba. Congratulations.
Portray, Christopher Oben Mensah, Bismarck Adi, Okomi Susan, Anthony Kwemi, Emmanuel Badago, Joshua Teku, AC Glover, Ishmael Tete, Sami Abdul, Kashmir, Joseph Telia, Akwesi Aje Inti, Emmanuel Opokumabo, Desmond Gatti, Claude Nuduku, Mohammed Sani Awalu, Henry Elom, Agbi, Inku, Joseph Inku, Samuel Ezuga, Richmond,
Respected Chairman, dignitaries on the stage, graduates, fellow colleagues, parents and guardians. It gives me an immense pleasure to propose a vote thanks for the 11th graduation ceremony. I am very happy to be here. I congratulate on behalf of our management and my personal behalf to all the graduates for their success. And also, I extend my thanks to the dignitaries on the stage for coming over here for gracing the occasion. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much, Professor Rajesh Kumar, representing the Vice Chancellor of the University of Education, Winneba, the keynote speaker, Professor Sani Abdullahi, Professor Roy, the rector of BlueCrest College, Dean, Boards of Departments, fresh graduates, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. By the powers vested in me, I, Professor Emmanuel James Prolu, do hereby, on behalf of the Chairman of BlueCrest Governing Council, declare the 11th graduation ceremony of the BlueCrest College for the purpose of awarding degrees and certificates duly dissolved. Thank you.
We thank you and we bless your holy name. Thank you for how far you have brought us in life. Thank you for how far you have brought us as an institution. We are grateful to you to see this day. Thank you for our graduates today. As they step out, we ask your blessings to go with them. We pray that you open the heavens upon their life, order their life and order their steps. That wherever they are, they will glorify your name. We pray for the prayer in Jesus' name. Amen.
Thank you for the recession.